he could make things quite tricky for this team. I am so excited. I'm glad BDS has still got some few punches to throw, because it's a very interesting draft at the very least.
For sure. Well, now BDS, now I'm looking at this combo. Enemy jungle is going to be level 2 to level 3. Cinkrof has cleared out the entire bot side, but this is going to be a fight over this bot.
This is a risk. Haru down the level here. Either he wins a smite.
Cinkrof has to look for the fight. He has to look for the fight here because he doesn't have the smite for another couple of seconds. As you can see, he's going straight towards
Perkz
it.
is here, though.
Perkz has Prio, and that's flipped it.
But Agresivoo's coming over. There's the smite. Now level 3 comes through on the other side. Cinkrof taken so low, but that's just a dead monkey. Surely over the wall he goes. Flash after Haru, but a smite onto the Krugs. Over comes Alphari. Cinkrof is down. First blood to Vitality. Wait, but they're like very much the wrong side of the rift here. They need to try and escape as NuclearInt hops over the wall. Has an extra mix that wants this. I don't know whether he does. Gonna try and go for a spleen display. Smite again! Haru gets another.
Is this Vitality or Mad Lions? Because you see the Swain, you see that Trundle, you see the jungler just run into the enemy jungle. In the jungle 1v1 matchup, I am sat there going, well, yeah, I guess we might even see it again.
Round 34, Flight Limit gets pillared. Now needs to try and extricate himself from the enemy jungle. Gets chomped down, the Never Move misses, and then they go with the bandage. Starts trying to trade this one out, but Limit just nowhere to go. Cannot quite read his own limits. 3-0 of Vitality in this early game. It's only 4 minutes in. Just hovering around in this bush off vision, seeing whether Carzzy can be caught out. Does have the spell shield, of course, and not the easiest person to get.
You know what else? Oh, absolutely.
Find it anyway. They're going to get the Ultra Shot laser afterwards, and Carzzy dead in lane. xMatty gets one on the board for BDS.
Okay, so this bot lane finds something interesting conversation. This doesn't involve the junglers, but I'd love to kind of bring up this conversation in terms of actually who has been trying to do the carrying on BDS. Who has the team been trying to play a bit of a spooky game here? Vitality don't see BDS. BDS, do they see them? They definitely do now. That's the...
xMatty, is he as in danger as they think he is? It's now Carzzy's left on the other side of the rest of the team, away from a blast cone. Carzzy has popped his ultimate and will get out to safety. Flash was popped, but Cinkrof now maybe overextended, has his limit. Can he escape? Because he's got no flash. Avoids the handshake, goes back in. Remember, there's still no ultimate available. So you'll see a very dead Limit who's secured by Perkz.
And this time it is Vitality. Complete Sivir gaming, and the last one was shut down a little early, even though they managed to come back into some of the team fights later. But this will be, if you get all those plates in, still a very relevant Sivir in game 2 of the day.
That is a very risky way to walk. Demonic Ascension going through House of the Pillar, and Cinkrof nowhere to go. He is never moving anymore. Dead again.
Perkz, man. Sad
He's everywhere to get this win. There's the Herald now summoned. It will go into the mid lane to try and pressure this Qiyana a little more.
So, that's... obviously a very important thing to keep track of. When you lose... oh, that's not going on to xMatty.
That's a flash, nowhere to go though. His hostile takeover, and I don't think that they can get out. But he Spark Surges out the burn from Haru. Gets him a kill.
Oh, challenging smite MVP. Didn't even need an ignite.
Perkz just flashed to get away from NuclearInt's edge of Ixal, empowered by a little bit of water. And will manage to get himself out to safety for now. But BDS... down 3,000 gold, down their AD carry, who nearly escaped, but not quite enough HP. Now in a difficult position, they'd love to get another dragon. Instead, they're going to go in, get onto Haru. Remember, he's burnt himself the ultimate. That's not a great supreme display of talent. Goes wide. NuclearInt trading out with Perkz, but a Demonic Ascension means nothing to be done. BDS go for a fight and handily lose it. The Boomerang Blade comes back. Got to learn that one from...
It's extra CC. It's still the damage on top of it, but it's just not clean enough from BDS. They decide to go for the fight. They don't quite find those angles, and the Limit starts off with that 2-man in this summer.
As it stands, still Haru with that impeccable kill participation. Involved absolutely everything on this map from that early invade. Now NuclearInt and Cinkrof in danger again as Haru lands the pillar, trying to chase down on this Wukong. Gonna get away for now, but I don't know how far he can run. Rooted, hand shook, and I don't think you want that deal. Perkz on a killing spree.
Oh, Cinkrof has... When you're playing around this Amumu, you can see that Limit has struggled somewhat to gain big control of the vision, but in this game, see what happens around this top side.
Oh, that was not the best proto build I've ever seen. Agresivoo will throw down a slicing Maelstrom, but he gets a stun onto 3 and still falls. Haru gets that kill, and BDS are scrambling as we might even get a third charge from Shelly here. The Ultra Shock Laser doesn't put it down. In she goes, destroys the turret, and Vitality are continuing to play. How far will they go? NuclearInt taken down. It's 2 already, 3 already, and all the while Alphari flashes out, and the xMatty try to trade this out. A Zeri moment maybe incoming, but as their Visions of Empire secures it, Carzzy gets a triple. The inhibitor will not be taken down quite yet. Vitality decide they'll leave that one alone after a stunning ace.
And I love this mentality from it. Is also in just a very comfortable spot in the meta herself right now. Very high wave clear and just able to run down even the extended range carry of that Zeri. So even Matty at those items couldn't really achieve what he wanted to. NuclearInt trying to do something around this dragon, but really not in the safe spot.
The pillar from Haru, just phenomenal. The Empress of Inkstyle taken straight out.
This team they were promising strong results when they built this roster, made some changes. Feels like they found a bit more chemistry, a bit more cohesion. Can they find a way to close out this win? Feels oh so likely. Really does feel like it's on BDS to find a crazy wombo, but I don't know if they're going to be allowed it.
It's a Hail Mary. They need to find something in this choke point if they can. Limit throws down the curse of the sad mummy, but he's sent straight back to the pyramid. Dead the mummy is.
Yeah. Send him back in a coffin. It's back into that pyramid, and again, like that was like the one time I've seen potential for Vitality to actually get wombo. They were all stood in the same spot, but BDS were already on the retreat. They couldn't get to that point. The Vision's been starved out, and they have to now advance into enemy territory.
The Baron's been started. Perkz demonically ascends, and there is nowhere to go. Demon Flare still yet to be used. A rampage for Perkz. That will be a supreme display of talent, but it's just not enough. Nowhere near the damage. Carzzy has got like 20 kills to 2. Vitality dismantle BDS.
Vitality, it has been an absolute display from them themselves. It really wasn't in question. They started off strongly. They're going to run down with 5 people through the topside inhibitor, go to 9 and 5, put the pressure onto Rogue later into the day, into their last games, see if they can keep pace.
From a team that struggled to find synergy, dropped out in playoffs in spring, to one of the most dominant teams in Europe right now, Vitality are on the up and up. Eyes on playoffs, eyes potentially on Worlds.
Taking their time to finish off the Nexus, but it is going to have all the same Vitality. Just about save Labrov by taking down the Nexus, save those stats. And again, this is a team which has themselves a really good run of form at this moment. You know, it's taken a little while for us to change our thinking about this team, particularly because it was such a shock when they faltered in spring, but summer has been such a different story for them.
And especially after the break, especially now that we've seen a lot of those flaws that were haunting them towards even the beginning of this split begin to turn around. They now look cohesive. They now look dangerous as a unit, not just as individuals. You have to begin to wonder, what is the ceiling on this team? We knew there was talent here. Hell,